Good morning to one and all. In this program, we are going to discuss about UPSC prelims previous year's questions. Okay, it will give you a broad sense of how the questions are framing and the in which type of topics they are mostly preferred to ask. Okay, it will helpful for you to understand this. Okay, first in polity in 2000 from 2022 onwards we will go by reverse. Okay, by back 22 21 20 19 we will go. Okay, in this particular video we are discussing 2022 polity as well as 2021 polity as well as 2020 polity. Okay, these 3 years we are going to see how the questions are asked. Okay, now the question number 1 in 2022 we had we divided the topics. Okay, we divide these topics into as a separate subject wise. Okay, in question number 1 we discussed about the what is question number 1 in India, which one of the following compiles information on industrial disputes. He asked about the industrial disputes, closures, retrenches and layoffs in factories. Okay, is talking about the factories means we know that the factories comes under and factories employing workers comes under labor. Okay, so to activate this we have seen this labor bureau is acting on it. Means this question particularly asked on the departments. Okay, mostly 2022 paper we have seen in department in departmental the bureaus. Okay, like this the questions are framed. Okay, they have asked us central statistic office, DPIIT. Okay, the CSO under the Ministry of Statistics and Programs. DPIT we know that under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Labor Bureau and the National Technical Information System manpower. This is he has just changed the way. NTMIS means National Technical Manpower Information System. There might be possible of if they ask it from an interlinked topics like you have to see this NTMIS. Okay, it is under the Ministry of HRD, Human Resource and Development. It's a lead center. It's a lead center. It is started in 1963 onwards maybe. Okay, it is funded by ACIT. Okay, AICT. It is funded by AICT. It's a lead center. It's lead center IAMR. Okay, just pick up this NTMIS and make a notes from it. Okay, it may be helpful for you. Next, because last year also they have asked about questions on T and the this year they asked on the questions on the T board of India. Okay, see next one, second question. When it comes to second question, how we use the elimination as well as how can we learn out of it. What is the role of coal controllers organization, CCO's organization? What is its role? Okay, he asked about the functions of the CCO. CCO is the major source of coal statistics in government of India. Okay, statistics in government of India. It monitors what we learn from it is a major. Okay, so yes we can in this is itself we can say it's a coal based statistics in government of India. Okay, we use the statistics in government of India. No, okay, we can eliminate B option. Okay, means there is no one. It monitors progress of development of captive coal or lignite blocks. Okay, it's captive mass 2 is there in everyone, no need of. Okay, we can is okay, 2 is in every answer. So just go ahead from the third one. It hears any objection to the government's notification relating to acquisition of coal bearing areas. It hears any objection. Okay, it is objection matter. It plays a court. It plays like a court matter. It hears any objections of the government notification relating to acquisition of coal bearing areas. Yes, this one is right. It ensures that coal mining companies deliver the coal to end users in the prescribed time. Means if you have buyed coal from a mine and after that you have it has reached to in a time bound manner. Okay, in time bound manner. Do you think it is possible? The coal control organization going to see this? Okay, means this is going to be, but it ensures means it won't have this such and transport ensuring facilities. Okay, we can eliminate 4. Okay, the obviously answer is 1. Okay, this next one, go ahead. The coal control organization is comes under the Ministry of Coal. Where is the headquarters located in? Headquarters located in Kolkata. Okay, because T board headquarters we asked in the question itself. Okay, so the coal control organization's headquarters is Kolkata. Next question, when it comes to next question, if a particular area is brought under the fifth schedule, okay, under the fifth schedule area of the Constitution of India, which one of the following statements best reflects the consequences of it? Which one of the following reflects the consequences of it? Okay, this would prevent the transfer of land of tribal areas. This would prevent the transfer of land of tribal areas to non-tribal areas. Okay, let's see whether it's right or wrong. This would create a local self governing body. लोकल सेल्फ गवर्निंग बॉडी पंचायत भी क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, उसे फिफ्थ शेड्यूल क्या लेना देना है? ओके, दिस वुड convert that area into union territory. We have schedule areas in 10 states. It didn't create a union territory. Okay, it's going to eliminate this. Just eliminate this. The state having such areas would be declared a special category status. Okay, Andhra Pradesh also has a schedule area. Telangana also a schedule area. We didn't declare it as a special category state. No, means obviously this option is wrong. Okay, means the first one, this would prevent the transfer of land of tribal to non-tribal people. Okay, the main theme is of the fifth schedule is to preserve the rights of the tribal people. No, okay, so answer A is right. Now special category status, that might be a question on special category status. Okay, the states like Andhra Pradesh is demanding the special category status. Okay, but what when with the first just there might be a chance of asking this special category questions on special category status, because the 14th Finance Commission taken out the distinction of the special category status. Means it has given exception for the northeastern states as well as the still states of hilly areas like Uttarakhand, like this. Okay, but what he said that from 14th commission that recommended that it removing the special category status giving to the states. Okay, this was recommended when the special category status was first has taken out. It has from the Gadgil formula from the 5th Finance Commission in 1969. 5th Finance Commission has recommended special category status. Okay, from then onwards we are continued with it. Next question, we will discuss these themes. Okay, we are just going to discuss the how the questions as what are the questions asked in these years. And after this, in our crash course program, we are going to deal particularly with the themes which has given. Okay, in one by one in a broader way. Okay, next, consider the following statements. Fourth question, consider following statements. Okay, what they have asked, the Indian Sanitation Coalition, the India Sanitation Coalition is a platform to promote sustainable sanitation and is funded by the government of India and the World Health Organization. Okay, Indian Sanitation Coalition is a platform to promote sustainable sanitation. It is funded by government of India as well as World Health Organization. Okay, this was the question. Next, the second one, the National Institute of Urban Affairs. National Institute of Urban Affairs is a apex body of Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Okay, in government of India. What it provides, and it provides innovative solutions to address the challenges of urban areas. Okay, address the challenges of urban areas. Now, if you have an idea, then you can know about it. If you don't have an idea, let's see. The Indian Sanitation Coalition is launched by FICCI. Okay, it didn't have anything funded from the World Health Organization. Okay, there might be have an hallucinations, or might be have a certain doubts, like means the sanitation means the World Health Organization means it's also taking health. Okay, it's not won't work like this. Okay, option 1 is wrong. Next, second option, the National Institute of Urban Affairs is an apex body of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Okay, this one is the right one. Okay, option 2 is right. It was just a straightforward questions. Okay, whether the body it's under the minister, under this minister. Okay, the last year is also asking these type of questions of framing we are seeing facing regularly. Okay, with reference to T board of India, I said just discuss about T board. This T board of India, consider the following statement. T board, it's not written, it's a T board. T board is a statutory body. Yes, right, it's a statutory body. Means we can eliminate B and C, and A and B we can see that it's a regulatory body attached to the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. No sir, T board is attached to the Ministry of Commerce. Ministry of Commerce, it is located in the Kolkata. Okay, located in Kolkata. T board head office is situated in Bangalore. It's not in Bangalore, it's in Kolkata. Okay, means you have eliminated 3. There's only option 1 and 4. The broad the board has overseas offices at Dubai and Moscow. Um, you might may have a doubt that, but by elimination technique, we can eliminate those answers, and you can come to a conclusion that it is the right one. Okay, if you don't know about this, means okay. Major tea producing states. Major tea producing states. What it is there? When it comes to north, it's in Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Okay, when it comes to northeast, it's Assam, Tripura, and when it comes to ahead east, West Bengal and Bihar will produce a tea, and Odisha will produce, and the Western Ghats will produce. Okay, Western Ghats means Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, we can take it Kerala. Okay, these three states produce tea. Okay, these are the tea producing states. Okay, next, consider the following statements. Which of the statements given above is are correct? Okay, which of the statements given above is are correct? See whether has they are asked about the committee. We don't know. We didn't have any clear idea about the committee. Let's see. Pursuant to the report of H.N. Sanyal Committee, the Contempt of Court Act 1971 was passed. We don't know whether the Contempt of Court Act 1971 was passed by this report or not. Okay, just hold a minute. We see the elimination round, whether it will work or not. The Constitution of India imposed the Supreme Court and the High Court to punish for the contempt of court themselves. Okay, we know that the SC and the HC can have contempt of court. It has the powers are directly given by the Constitution. Okay, the 2 is absolutely going to be right. Means if 2 is right, means you can eliminate absolutely C and D. Okay, and you should see whether it is a or whether it is a B. The Constitution of India defines civil contempt and criminal contempt. Civil contempt, criminal contempt, defining by the courts from time to time. It didn't have any difference. Means obviously 3 is not there. Also we can eliminate by also. Okay, whether the 4 is there or not. In India, the Parliament is vested with the powers to make laws on contempt of court. The Parliament is vested with the powers to make laws on contempt of court. Okay, in India, yes, Parliament has power to make the laws on contempt of court. It's absolutely right. It has powers to make it, as well as contempt of we can say Parliament also there. Okay, it can might make law also. Answer B is right one. Next one. Okay, next, let just don't read whole statements and go for the answer. Okay, just take a sentence, take a statement, and see whether it is eliminating whenever it is eliminating or not in the answers. If it eliminate, go for the elimination. Okay, or else you have to go for the study whole question as well. With reference to India, consider the following statements. Okay, which one of the statements given above is are correct? What were the statements? What he has asked? He asked to the bar council. Okay, government law officers and legal firms are recognized as advocates. Okay, means the government law officers who are working the courts and the legal firms, okay, are recognized as advocates. Okay, very good. but corporate lawyers and patent attorneys are excluded from the recognition as advocates. What they have done the wrong? Corporate lawyers also as advocates, no? Yes, corporate lawyers also advocates. They are practitioner. They have private practitioners. Okay, the patent attorneys. Okay, they are also advocates. Okay, we didn't have such a distinction in the bar council. Didn't make such a discrimination or distinctions. Okay, the absolutely the answer is wrong. Statement 1 is wrong. Okay, now we have B and D. Let's see. Bar councils have the power to lay down the rules relating to legal education and recognition of law colleges. Okay, law colleges come under the bar council. Okay, the it is a regulatory body of the law colleges. Okay, education system. Okay, so option B is right one. Okay, in 2022, more practicality of the law, as well as the boards, these were asked. Okay, the regular topics didn't touch as much. Okay, these type of question matlab the practicality matlab straight for we can say that a static portion as well as the straightforward notes are asking. Okay, now just see like a T word, there might be chances of now ask at the functions of the bar council. Now there might be chances of asking about bar council of India. Okay, see, bar council of India is a statutory body. Okay, it is under the Advocates Act 1961. It is comes under the Ministry of Law. Okay, bar council chairman is not a chairman of the is not a minister of law, it is different. Okay, the bar council of India has a chairman as well as vice chairman. It has elected body. Okay, they are elected by a council matlab there is a council in the council. It is these chairpersons and vice chairpersons are elected from it. And for the sake, attorney general is not a chairperson. Okay, it's a different one. Attorney General and Solicitor General are ex officio members of the Bar Council of India. They are the ex officio members. Attorney General of India is the highest officer. Okay. The last time also Attorney General question has asked it. We will see further. Next. Okay, note down this. We will discuss much more details about it in the crash course. Okay. Consider the following statements. Which of the statements given above are correct? A bill amending the constitution require a prior recommendation of the President of India. For constitutional amendment, there is no need of president's prior recommendation. Okay, it has to be there for money bill. Money bill should have the prior recommendation, and the reorganization of state matlab you forming a new state, it should have prior recommendation of the president. Okay, the amendment in the constitution didn't require prior recommendation. Okay, so option 1 is eliminated. If option 1 is eliminated, directly we can go to option B as the right one. But let's see what they asked in option statement 2 and 3. When a constitutional amendment bill is presented to the President of India, it is obligatory for the President of India to give his assent. Okay, it was a right statement, because constitutional amendment bill cannot rejected by the President. He has to give his assent. A constitutional amendment bill must be passed by both the Lok Sabha by special majority, and there is no provision of joint sitting. This statement is also right. Okay, we will discuss in a parliament topic in our coming videos. Okay, next question. Consider the following statements. Which of the statements given above is are correct? The Constitution of India classifies the ministers into 4 ranks. Constitution of India classifies ministers? No sir, no sir. ऐसा कुछ constitution didn't classify like this. Okay, absolutely one is wrong. Next one. The total number of ministers in the union government, including the prime minister, shall not exceed 15% of the total members from the Lok Sabha. Yes, right. This statement is right. It has taken in from the 91st Constitutional Amendment Act. If the question might ask her the original constitution provided, no, it has 91st Constitutional Amendment Act. This provision has brought. Okay. Next, which of the following are the exclusive powers of Lok Sabha? What are the exclusive powers of Lok Sabha? Okay, most of the time this is a repeated question. To ratify the declaration of emergency is not an exclusive power. हटा दे. Next, to pass a no confidence motion is exclusive power. Impeachment of president is not exclusive. It has a power of Rajya Sabha also has to that. Next, only 2 is right. Next, with reference to the anti-defection law in India, consider the following statement. 10th schedule, 52nd Amendment Act. Anti-defection law is the 10th schedule. 52nd Amendment Act has taken this. Okay, what is the statement is saying that the law specifies that a nominated legislature cannot join any political party within 6 months. No sir, no sir. Can join with can join, cannot not can join after the 6 months. If he joined any political party, it means he should be, it should be violated, he should be terminated. Okay, it is nullified his post. The law does not provide any time frame within which the presiding officer has to provide antidote. Yes, this is a loophole. This is a loophole that presiding officer didn't given any clarifications about that defection law. Because of this provision, mostly state governments are utilizing these powers. Okay, next one, the second one is right in this. Consider the following statements. Which of the statements given above is correct? Attorney General of India and Solicitor General of India are the only officers of the government who are allowed to participate in the meetings. CAG also will participate in the meetings, no? Okay, absolutely one is wrong. Next, C, BRC. According to the Constitution of India, Attorney General of India submits the resignation when the government. According to Constitution of India, no sir. Constitution did not define his even prescribed his salaries. It is all the, it is all by the pleasure of the president. Okay, it's by the pleasure of the president. He will be there. Matter answer C. Neither one nor two. With reference to the writs issued by the court in India, consider the following statements. Okay, with respect to writs, which of the statements given above are correct? Mandamus will not lie against a private organization unless it is by the public entity. This was the right statement. Matlab B is wrong. Okay, in writs we will discuss in a broader way. And let's see this. Mandamus does not lie. Okay, mandamus will not lie against a company even though it makes a government company. Doesn't ऐसा कुछ है क्या? नहीं sir. It will lie. What is about the statement is saying that it is against a company, but government entity has to be with part of it. Okay, we have to frame on both. Any public minded person can be a petitioner to move to the court to obtain the writ of quo. Yes, right sir. Option C is right. With reference to Ayushman Bharat digital mission, okay, this was the current affairs question. Ayushman Bharat digital mission, consider the following statements. Private and public hospitals must adopt it. Okay, private and public hospitals must adopt it. As it aims to achieve universal health coverage, every citizen of India should be a part of it ultimately. Okay, that's one right one. It has seamless portability across the country. Okay, yes, all the three statements are right. With reference to the deputy speaker of the Lok Sabha, okay, consider following statements. He asked deputy speaker. Okay, matlab the question is from the parliament. From the parliament we have seen the Lok Sabha question and the deputy speaker question, the two questions. As per the rules of procedure and conduct business in Lok Sabha, the election of deputy speaker shall be held on such date as a speaker may fix. Yes, obviously right statement. There is a mandatory provision that the election of a candidate as deputy speaker of Lok Sabha shall be from either principal opposition party or the ruling party. No sir, it's not a mandatory. Till 1969 we didn't have an opposition also. Okay, after that we have conventionally taken this provision. It's not a mandatory. 2 is absolutely wrong. Eliminate it. Next, obviously if one is right means option A we can see option A is right, but let's see this statement. Okay, deputy speaker has the same power as a speaker when presiding over the sitting of the house and no appeal lies against his rules. Yes, when he's acting in the capacity of the speaker, he has the same powers. The well-established parliamentary practice regarding the appointment of deputy speaker is that the motion is moved to the speaker and duly seconded by the prime minister. As a nice sir, this was absolutely wrong fact. Obviously wrong. Okay, the fourth statement is wrong, and the 1 and 3 are right. Next, yeah, 15 questions were asked from 2022. Let's see for the 2021. Under the Indian Constitution, concentration of wealth violers means the concentration of wealth. If um, we have this according to these international reports, 1% of the population has bear almost that 10% or something wealth. Okay, so what we can say means if the wealth is concentrated in a few hands, it means it generates more inequality. Inequality means directive DPSP says that minimize of the inequality, income inequalities. Okay, income means particularly article 38, this says the minimize inequalities in income. Okay, so DPSP is the right answer. What is the position of the right to property in India means these was exactly polity questions. Actually 2022 most of the questions are based on the organizations. Okay, but we didn't see in these like this the true nature of the nature of the political question, polity questions. um, this 2022 paper is a mighty different one, but the conventionally these types of questions were majorly asked in this. So you have thoroughly with this DPSP, fundamental rights, and the parliament. Okay, next, what is the position of the right to property in India? Position of right to property: legal right available to citizens only? No, no sir. Legal right available to any person? Yes. And the fundamental right available to fundamental right, it's not a fundamental right right now. Article 300A, it is just a constitutional right. It's a legal right. Okay, neither fundamental nor legal. No sir, it's a legal right available to any person. Okay, that's any person right. You may have confused about the citizens only or any person. Matlab, the right to property, it's only given to the only for the citizens of India only, or it is any person. It is a legal right available to any person, not only the citizen. Okay, what was exact constitutional status of India? Constitutional status of India. Okay, on 26th Jan 1950, on 26th Jan 1950, in the preamble itself, it has this question are from for preamble. Okay, this year there is no question of preamble. There might be chances of coming in 2023. There might be a chance. Okay, okay. Preamble is a sovereign democratic republic. Okay, this was the sequence. Okay, the socialist and secular is added in 42nd amendment. Next, these two is added as plus integrity is also added. Okay, preamble amended only one time. Okay, the sovereign democratic republic is second one, option B is right one. That's constitutional government means what is the meaning of the constitutional government? Okay, a representative of government of a nation with a federal structure? No sir. A government whose head enjoys nominal powers, head enjoying head means no sir. A government whose head enjoys real powers? No sir. Okay, constitutional governments, a government limited by the terms of the constitution means government is under the constitution. It acts under the constitution. Consider the following statements in respect of Bharat Ratna and Padma awards. So, in respect of Bharat Ratna and Padma awards. Okay, which of the above statements are not correct? The above statements are not correct. Bharat Ratna, every year on January 26th, these Padma awards and Bharat Ratna is announced. Okay, okay. Padma awards, three types. Okay, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri. Okay, these three were the Padma awards. And Bharat Ratna are titles under the article 18 subclause. It's given on basis of merit. On basis of merit, it is not a title sir. These awards, these Padma awards cannot use as suffix or prefix. Means if somebody got Padma Shri, if X person got Padma Shri, he cannot write Mr. X Padma Shri or Padma Shri Mr. X. Okay, he cannot be used as a title. Okay, it's not a title. Okay, so one is not correct. He has asked not correct, so one is not correct. Okay, the ABC, let's see ACD law. Path which are instituted in the year 1954 were suspended only once. No, sir. In 1977, it has suspended. Again, in the 1992, it has suspended. It's not only once. The option 2 is wrong. 1 and 2 is wrong. The number of Bharat Ratna awards is restricted to a maximum of 5. Particular year, it has given a maximum of 3%, sir. Okay, maximum of 3 particular year. Means all the three statements are wrong. With reference to India, consider the following statements. Which of the statements given above is are correct? Okay. He has asked about judicial custody, means practicality of the law. He has asked about the directly what is the practicing law. UPSC students, um, perhaps they didn't visited jails. Okay, mostly didn't visited jails. Let's see. Judicial custody means an accused in the custody of the concerned magistrate. An accused in the custody of concerned magistrate under the magistrate. Okay, and such accused is locked up in police station and not in the jail. Judicial custody itself says that it's a jail. Judiciary means it's under the jail. Obviously, absolute one is wrong. Okay. Next, we have, let's see the statement 2. During judicial custody, the police officer in charge of the case, who is the in charge of the case, is not allowed to interrogate to the suspect without the approval of the courts. Okay, when he was in jail, he has to take permission of the court. When he was in police custody, he has his own powers to interrogate the person. Okay, no need of taking any permission. When he was in police custody means in a police station. Okay, police can interrogate. It is of 24 hours in lockup. Okay, if it's proved if it is not innocence, unless he proved innocence, it can till 24 hours. After that, he has to submit it to the magistrate, before magistrate. Okay, in jail custody up to the, it can extend up to the 15 days. Okay, the remand like this. Next, with reference to India, consider the following statement. Option in the sixth one, option 2 is right one. Okay. Okay. With reference to India, consider the following statements. Which of the statements given above is are correct? When a prisoner makes out a significant case, sufficient. Sorry. When a prisoner makes out a, means the sixth question, seventh question, both are related to jail. Okay, criminal. When a prisoner makes out a significant case, parole cannot be denied. Sufficient case, parole cannot be denied to such person because it becomes a matter of his right, his or her right. Means, what is the parole? Okay, if someone is accused, okay, he was in jail, he is um he was imprisoned because of the crime, but in the crime period, sorry, in the jail period, okay, if someone near closer to him has died or attend to the marriage, like the his daughter's marriage, or someone or his someone near blood relation has died. Okay, based on parole he can visit. Okay, but such a case is not a right for him to okay, the court may also deny it. It's not a mandated to give the because of a right. Okay, such one is wrong, obviously. Next, the state government have their own prison rule. Okay, state governments has their own prisoners released on payroll rules. Yes, every state has a different rules on criminal laws. Okay, statement 2 is right. Next, at the national level, which ministry is the nodal agency to ensure effective implementation of the scheduled tribes and other traditional forest dwellers? Recognition of Forest Rights Act 2006. Okay, who is asked? Okay, scheduled tribes and other traditional forest dwellers, recognition of forest rights acts under the Minister of Tribal Affairs. Okay, so it was straightforward question. It was a Minister of Tribal Affairs. Might be confused with the environment. Okay, but it's a tribal affairs. Next, a legislation which confers on the executive or administrative authority an unguided and uncontrolled discretionary power in the matter of application of law violates which one of the following articles of the Constitution of India? What it says: a legislation which confers on the executive or administrative authority an unguided and uncontrolled discretionary power in the matter of application of law. Uncontrolled discretionary powers, okay, administrative or executive authority. Which of the following articles? Article 14, what it says that equality, okay, equality article 14 होता है वो. Which one of the following in Indian polity is an essential feature that indicates that it is a federal in character? Okay, according to India, which is federal in character? Independence of judiciary is the independence of judiciary safeguarded. This is an essential feature of federal character. Okay, the union legislature has elected representative from constituent units. No, sir. The union cabinet can have elected representatives from regional parties. No. The fundamental rights are enforceable by court of law. Independence of judiciary is essential feature of federal in character. Okay, Indian federalism. Which one of the following best define the terms of state? Means to define a state should have people, should have state. In state, it should have people. It should have government. Okay, it should have territory. Okay, territory, government. And then sovereignty. Okay, sovereignty मतलब independent in nature. Okay, a community of persons permanently occupying a defined territory is a defined territory. Community of persons, people defining a territory, sovereignty, independent of external control and possessing an organized government. Okay, this is known as state. Okay, politically organized people of a defined territory and possessing an authority to govern them, maintain law and order. No, these four terms has to be there. Then only it will be a state. With reference to Indian judiciary, consider the following statements. Which one of the following statements is are correct? Indian judiciary. Okay. Any retired judge of a Supreme Court of India can be called back to sit and act as a Supreme Court judge by the Chief Justice with prior permission of the President of India. Yes, right, sir. Okay. In the case of judges, okay, it will be this provision is there when there is a lack of judges in the Supreme Court. Next, a High Court in India has the power to review its own judgment as the Supreme Court of India does. Yes, sir. The both Supreme Court and High Court has the power to review its own judgment itself. Okay, it has given directly from by the Constitution power. Okay. Next, 13th one. With reference to India, consider the following statements. Which of the statements given above is are correct? There is only one citizen and one domicile. Okay, yes, right. A citizen by birth only can become head of the state. No, sir. In India, by naturalization also can become head of state. Citizenship. Asked about the citizenship. Okay. See this naturals can become a head of state. A foreigner once granted citizenship cannot be deprived by any circumstance. No, sir. Deprivation. We have the conditions of the deprivation. Okay. If a person, but a foreigner has taken the Indian citizen within 5 years, within a 5 year span of in any country, if he jailed, मतलब imprisoned, if we can say that imprisoned for more than 2 years, मतलब if he imprisoned for more than 2 years, his citizenship is automatically terminated. Okay, it's a mandatory terminated. There is a deprivation position. When we in the crash course we will discuss about the citizenship and we will see the broader theme here there. Okay, next, which one of the following factors constitute the best safeguard of liberty in a liberal democracy? The liberty means, okay, let's see, a committed judiciary, how can it possible to ensure the liberty? Centralization of powers? No, sir. Elected government? No, sir. Separation of powers? If separation of power means legislative, executive, judiciary, both have separate powers. Okay, this separation of powers ensure the liberty means every organ has their own capability to work and this own areas to work. Okay, it shows the liberty. We adopted parliamentary democracy based on the British model. Yes, right, sir. But how does our model differ from that model? Means parliamentary democracy feature we have taken from the British, but how it is different? We have to show the differences. Okay. As regards legislation, the British Parliament is supreme or sovereign, but in India, the power of the Parliament to legislate is limited because Parliament Parliament cannot amend the constitution, okay, which is beyond basic structure. Whatever the constitution can be amended, it should not violate the basic structure. Broadly we can say that, okay. So the power limited, we have limited power, but when it comes back to British Parliament is a sovereign and it is not limited. But there is a statement that in a British Parliament can make a live person as a dead one, a dead person as a alive, okay. Next, in India, second statement. So first statement is obvious, right? The second statement, in India, matters related to the constitutionality of the amendment of an act of the Parliament are referred to the Constitution bench by the Supreme Court. Okay, constitutionality of amendment act means if there is a constitution has amended for then, for example, NJAC has amended by by the Parliament. Okay, okay. Then the Supreme Court declared it as nullified. Okay, so the Supreme Court nullified it because of it violated the autonomy of the judiciary, so it is violated, so it cannot be amended. So means in India, the constitutionality of the amendment of the act can be of the Parliament can be referred to the bench of Supreme Court bench will see it, then they will decide whether it is under the constitution or it is beyond it. If it is beyond it, it may be it's nullified. Okay, both 1 and 2 statements are correct. With reference to the union government, consider the following statements. Which of the statements given above is correct? In Gopalaswamy Iyengar committee, N. Gopalaswamy Iyengar committee suggested that the minister and a secretary be designated solely only for pursuing the subject of administrative reform and promoting it. Okay, this question related to Mission Karma Yogi. Okay, the reforms in the civil services. Okay, in 1970, the Department of Personnel was constituted on the recommendation of the Administrative Reforms Commission 1966, and this was placed under the Prime Minister's charge. Okay, the second one is right because there is no such a statement that a minister and secretary designated, okay, to see the purpose of administrative reforms. Okay, there is no such a provision at all, but the Department of Personnel, this provision is right one. Okay, second one is right. Next, right to privacy. You can see this right to privacy under Article 21, sir. Right to privacy is Article 21. Okay, right to forgotten also there. The Article 90, right to internet. Okay, right to internet access means right to internet access means freedom of speech and expression. It is comes under Article 19. Okay, the Supreme Court in under the Basin case, there might be a chance of asking the question this time of right to internet. Okay, right to choose has asked for the previous years under Article 21, and the right to privacy under Article 21. There might be chance of right to forgotten under Article 21. Right to internet also, right to internet Article 19. Okay, there might be a chance of asking right to internet next time. Consider the following statements. Which of the statements given above is correct? In India, there is no law restricting the candidates from contesting in one Lok Sabha election from 3 constituencies. No law restricting. No, sir. There is a Law Representation People Act is there, which allows more till 2 constituencies. It will allowed. Okay, means one is obviously wrong. Khatam. Hata do. Next, second question. Second statement. In 1991 Lok Sabha election, Sri Devilal contested from the 3 Lok Sabha constituencies. We don't know whether he is constituted or not. Just hold it. Okay, means one is wrong means we have only BD as option. Let's see. As per the existing rules, if a candidate contests in one Lok Sabha election from many constituencies, should bear the cost of by-election. party should bear the by-election. No sir, such a provision still didn't exist till now. By elimination method we can make as a B as a correct. Okay, next, this question also dropped by UPSC. Okay, next, 2020. In 2020 what happened? What were the questions asked in 2020 paper? A parliament system of a government is one in which, okay, what is a parliament system? The government is responsible to the parliament and can be removed by it. Okay, the second statement is right. Okay, all political parties in the parliament are represented by the government. It's not a parliamentary system. Okay, government responsible to the parliament and can be removed, but then it's called a parliamentary system. What is the parliament system? Means both the executive is responsible for the legislative. Okay, legislative has the power to remove the executive. That is a parliamentary system. Which part of the Constitution of India declares the ideal of welfare state? Okay, in welfare state, mostly DPSP. DPSP, what is the positive ideals? It talks about the positive ideals, welfare of the state. Okay, consider the following statements. Means the question is from DPSP, the question is from Parliament. Okay, at last of the video we will discuss whatever the topics is asked mostly. Okay, from then we pick up those topics and we have a broader we have broader discussions on it. Okay, next, consider the following statements. Statement 1, the Constitution of India defines its basic structure. Defines Constitution of India? No sir, Supreme Court has defined a basic structure in case, starting from the case one of the Bharati case. From time to time it the basic structure has evolution. Okay, by the Supreme Court cases. One is absolutely wrong. The Constitution of India provides for a judicial review. Okay, yes, Article 13 says the judicial review. Safeguard liberties and to preserve the ideals of the which Constitution of basis. Statement 2 is right, sir. Okay, option B is also right. Next, one common agreement between Gandhism and Marxism is, at last Gandhi and Marxism have the different ideals, but the common term is finally both were agreed on the stateless society. Okay, Gandhi's Ramaraj is a stateless society, as well as Marx considered stateless society. In the context of India, which one of the following is the characteristic appropriate for bureaucracy? In the context of India, which one of the following is a characteristic appropriate for bureaucracy? Bureaucracy. What is the meaning of the bureaucracy? Okay, an agency or the implementation of the public policy. What is the duty of the bureaucracy? Implementation of the public policy which designed by the legislature. Okay, option D is right. Next, the preamble. Okay, here ask the preamble. The 2021 also ask the preamble. 2022 they didn't ask it. There might be a chance of this year again asking the preamble. Okay, matlab this was the this was the definite topics which is going to ask. Okay, with reference to the preamble. The preamble is a part of the Constitution but has no legal effect independently of other parts. Yes sir, because preamble won't come under the any article also. It is part of the Constitution which was declared in the Keshavananda Bharati case, and it is integral part of the Constitution which was declared in the LICA case. Okay, now seventh one, with reference to the provisions contained in part 4 of the Constitution, part 4 DPSP of India, which of the following statements are correct? They shall be enforceable by court. No sir, fundamental rights can be enforceable by court. DPSP cannot be enforceable by court, but legislature, legislature can make policies to implement DPSP. It's enforceable by state. They shall not be enforceable by any court, as that one right statement. The principles laid down in this part are to influence the making of laws by the state. Okay, is obviously statement 2 and 3 are right. Consider following statements. Those statements are correct. According to the Constitution of India, a person who is eligible to vote, eligible to means 18 years, has old eligibility can be made a minister in a state for 6 months, or even if he's a whether it is state legislature MLA, the eligibility age for an MLA 25 years. Okay, means the minister should have at least 25 years. So 18 years. So obviously, statement 1 is wrong. According to the RPA, Represents People Act 1951, a person convicted of a criminal offence and sentenced to imprisonment for 5 years if is permanently disqualified. If permanently disqualified from contesting an election even after his release. Permanently disqualified, notes are 6 years of time after releasing date. After releasing date from 6 after the 6 years of time period, he can contest after that. Okay, basically it won't happen like this. Right now Indians mostly go corrupted people are go jail by old age. After there's nothing to elect. Okay, consider the following statement. Which of the statements given above are correct? The President of India can summon a session of the parliament at such a place as here things fit. Okay, yes, statement is right. So fit. The Constitution of India provides for 3 sessions of the Parliament in a year. No, sir. Constitution didn't say the 2 sessions. At least 2 sessions. Okay, he did not say the 3. It's not a mandatory to conduct 3, but let's conventionally we follow 3 sections. At least 2 sessions has to be measured. The Constitution has said within 6 months you have to at least met once within 6 months. Okay, this is the provision. Next, there is no minimum number of days that the parliament is required to meet in. Yes, there is no minimum number of days. It's our right one. Means statement 1 and 3 are right. Okay. Consider the following statement. Other metadata. Okay, let's see. Other metadata cannot be stored for more than 3 months. Sorry, sir, it's a wrong statement. It's obvious 6 months metadata can be stored. Hold on. 1 and D are by eliminating method. We can see that state cannot enter into any contract with the private corporations for sharing other data. Yeah, okay, yes, private, okay, because this other data cannot be given to the private corporations. That's one right one. Other is mandatory for obtaining insurance product. Other is not a mandatory one. For getting the other is mandatory for getting the benefits under the benefits funded out of Conserve Fund of India. It's a mandatory. Okay, we can ensure it, but insurance को आधार की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. Rajya Sabha has equal powers. Next question. Rajya Sabha has equal powers with the Lok Sabha. In which sentence? Amending of the constitution, both has the equal powers. Okay. The exclusive Rajya Sabha has more powers for creating R&D service. Removal of the government is the Lok Sabha power. Making cut motion is the Lok Sabha power. Only Rajya Sabha has equal amending of the constitution. Next, MP lands. 12th question. With reference to the funds under Member of Parliament Local Area Development Scheme, which of the following statements are correct? Okay. MP lands. MPLAT funds must be used to create durable assets like physical infrastructure for health, education, etc. Right? Yes, sir. These funds are used for to create infrastructure. A specific portion of each MP's fund must be benefit SC as right. Right. So certain percentage, 10% should be go to the STs. Okay, certain percentage go to these people. That's right. 1 and 2 statements are right. 3 MB hata do. Next, MPLAT funds are sanctioned on a yearly basis, and the fund unused cannot be carried out to the forward for the next year. No, sir. No, sir. Budget, in budget, what happened if you didn't use the fund? It collapsed and cannot be carried. But not in MPLATs. In MPLATs, what happened? The funds can be carried further year also. Okay, they can use it. Matlab statement 3 is wrong. Let's see the fourth one. The district authority must inspect at least 10% of all works under implementation every year. At least 10% of all works under implementation every year. Yeah, fourth one is right. Authority must inspect at least 10% of all works. That one, fourth is also right one. Okay. Which one of the following categories of fundamental rights incorporates protection against untouchability as a form of discretion? Right to equality, sir. Untouchability. Articles on right to equality. In India, separation of judiciary from the executive is enjoined by DPSP, sir. DPSP means there is a article that itself says that separation of executive and judiciary. Article 50, I think we have to check once the which order it is. Okay. Next, along with the budget, the finance minister also places other documents before the parliament, okay, which includes the macroeconomic framework statement. The aforesaid document is presented because it is mandated by FRBM Acts mandated that the three provisions, the macroeconomic version, micro economic framework statement, and the statement, okay, budget statement analysis. The three reports will be there. It will be presented. We will discuss this broadly in the budget topic. Okay. A constitutional government by definition is a limited government, sir. Constitutional government is a limited government. Okay. Okay. Other than the fundamental rights, which are the following parts of the Constitution of India? Which are the following parts of the Constitution of India reflects the principles and the provisions of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights? Okay. Okay. Preamble, DPSP, FFD, both all are articles about the UDHR. In India, Legal Service Authority provide free legal services to which of the following types of citizens? Free legal service authority. Okay. Free legal services. Okay. Which of the types of authorities? All senior citizens? No, sir. All citizens is the wrong statement. Matlab, we have only two. Let's see. The person with annual income less than 1 lakh hold. Transgender with an annual income less than 2 lakh hold. The member of OBC with annual income less than 3 lakhs. नहीं सर, less than 3 lakhs इतना नहीं होता है. The both annual income less than 1 lakhs and the transgender with annual less than 2 lakhs, the free legal aid will be provided. Okay. Okay. This three we have discussed till now the 3 years topics in a fast mode. Just refer it. The what were the concepts we were seen. Yeah. 2020 paper is completely the based on the organizations, okay, and what are the headquarters, what the ministries, okay, like this mostly came, and has got about the scheduled area, okay, and the organizations they are asked. The parliamentary questions has came, okay, on parliament and anti-defection law, about judiciary, okay. Definitely you have to study this. Parliament you have to study. Fundamental rights, DPSP, judiciary, okay, preamble, like I said, DPSP also. Okay, these were the formula. Matlab, this year they have scheduled areas as asked. The panchayats on didn't ask it. There might be just MP lads asked from 2020. So, right in the 2021 paper, completely based on the fundamental rights also and the DPSP also. Okay, in the constitutional, this was seen as certain bit of the see this the mostly it's related to part 1 of the part 1 topic. The part I can say the part 1 this is session 1 of the polity. The first 11 chapters we can refer this 2021 paper. Mostly first 11 chapters mostly questions are covered. Okay, after the parliament and judiciary is a certain bit of questions. Okay, and then these 3 years we didn't find the questions related to state center relations. Okay, there might be chances of asking the center state relations, okay, and then interstate relations. Okay, these questions did not attach it, and the emergency provisions didn't came from the past because we didn't get this such there might be chances of asking this time. This year in 2023 there might be chances more on governor because there is much of the governor's role. The speaker role is asking continuously the governor. Now this time there is a much chances of asking the governor because we have seen the in most states about this there are debate between the governor and the chief minister. Okay, you have the focus on the governor and chief minister roles. and the lieutenant governor and lieutenant governor as well as chief minister roles in Delhi. Particularly, we can see this, and the speaker we have to see about it. Okay. Um, Apart from this, judiciary always judiciary will be okay. Yeah, judiciary, because the executive is mostly criticizing the judiciary. Okay, these days the law minister specifically targeting the Supreme Court powers. Okay, so the SC mostly Supreme Court and SC, there might be a chance of asking question, and then mm, and then he has taken this elections. Next year next year there is elections. मतलब 2024 there is a whole, but 2023 there are elections for the there are much states are going to participate in elections. Okay, so see the election topic also. Okay, see the panchayat topic also, because from the past the panchayat didn't ask it. See the panchayat and municipality. Okay, panchayat and municipality, elections, judiciary, and the speaker. About the governor is important. Okay, this time. Okay. This was apart from the topics which are regularly asked. These were the certain topics you have to focus much on it. Okay. We are going to end this session, and the next in the next video we will discuss about the 2019 paper as well as 20 paper. Sorry, 2019, 2018, 2017 paper. Okay, last we are going in a backward sense. So from another 3 years paper we are going to discuss it, and we come to a conclusion that which are topics we can study, and we can see this the broader topics in the crash course. Okay, it's also free of cost. Okay, from it will continue daily. The crash course, it is a 75-day program. The crash course included static part as well as current affairs part, which it will be supplement to your preparation. Okay, you just listen and go for the book of just listen the class and go take your own book, whatever the books you are referring, take your own book and just read it once again. You will able to get the topics which are you able to miss. You might have again chances of revision it. Okay, okay, thank you.